how to find that switch on your phone to make sure your contacts are turned on. Okay, because I just figured it out. Okay, so you're going to go to settings, and then that first thing, are you going to do it with me, Drew? You going to do it with me? Okay, that first thing that says your name and it says Apple account, iCloud Plus, and more, click on that one. And that's going to take you to all your information. Then go to iCloud. It's the very first one under subscriptions. You see it? Click on that, and that's where it shows you what you're saving to iCloud. See? You hit see all, and then it shows everything that you're saving to the cloud. And I made sure my contacts are on. A lot of things are on that don't need to be. So I will be cleaning that up today. But did you find it, Drew?
I got it.
Okay.
I'm surprised most of them are turned on, but there's a couple that aren't.
Okay. What were they? Things that you think you need on?
Let me go back.
Yeah.
My contacts are on, my reminders. Everything looks good except for my notes. I didn't have my notes.
Oh, put your notes on. I mean, there's lots of important stuff in my notes. I'm just saying.
Yeah. So my notes weren't on. This is great.
Okay, there we go. We're all in the clear. Good morning, Matt Hinshaw. Nice to see you this morning after your mosh pit experience at the big concert for Ghost in the Valley last night.
I don't know. I want to continue with Old People Technology Hour.
Old People Technology Hour.
It's okay.
I mean,
wow.
I'm surprised you got it done so fast.
Wow. I asked you how to do it, and you said, I don't know.
Well, yeah, because I'm smart. I own a Android phone.
Well, you have the cloud, too, don't you?
Yeah, but it does it automatically. I don't even have to think about it. It just does it.
Well,
Google's that smart.
Ours does it, too, but you get to select what you want to save and what you don't, which I like.
Oh, I'm sure you can do that in the Googles as well.
Yeah, well.
But might as well just give them all your information. They already all have it.
They do. But it's about retrieving. We learned that last hour. Poor Ken. I mean, we've all lost stuff on our phones before.
8,000 contacts he has.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah,
How many contacts do you have? Let's compare. Let's have a competition.
Okay.
Who has more contacts?
All right, where do we go?
Oh, yeah, how does it tell us? Oh, I have 1,639.
Great.
How do you find out? Hold on.
Oh, here, go to
Old People Tech Hour continues.
Be careful, dude.
Go to your contacts.
Go to my contacts.
Click on it.
Yeah.
And then I did something. Hold on. Let me get out of it and do it again. Hold on.
The three little dots on the top?
Okay, no.
Oh, no.
No. Oh, shoot. Now I can't find it. Never mind. No. Don't edit it. Oh, okay. So go up to list to the left. Top left corner. Hit lists. And that'll show you how many you have.
Just wake me up when you're done, all right?
Okay, contacts.
I want to know how many contacts you have and how easy it is for you to find out. Come on. Come on.
I have around 2,500,
Let's
but
see,
I can tell you the exact number.
Okay. Drew, how many did you have?
I'm still not finding it.
Oh, man.
All right, so I go to contacts, right?
Right. Go to contacts, and then top left corner, it says lists with an arrow. Click on that. You must not have any lists.
1,901.
Okay.
No, I got a lot.
Is that enough?
Oh, I have 49 duplicates found.
Really?
Yeah. Should I delete them?
No, they should just merge automatically.
Oh, because it's Christmas card list and contacts. Anyhow, okay, let's move forward.
Oh, no, I'm enthralled. This is great.
Old People Technology Hour is what Matt called it.
It's okay.
That's rude.
It's
just
all right.
rude. Yeah. Well,
I have to say,
Ken got done with his show, and I'm like, show me how to find it. And he's like, oh, no, I don't remember.
You know, how many times do you do this in your life?
Right. Well, now we don't ever have to do it, Drew. You and I. I don't know about Matty over here because, he won't even look at his phone to find it.
I just told you it's 1,901.
1,901. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
it was that quick.
He has
that I already
8,000 contacts. He wins. Ken Bennett wins.
He was the state
Senate president. Yes.
Well,
yeah.
He's
He's done a lot.
I think that's where the phone stops, is at 8,000. So
yeah, that's probably true.
Right. So I texted him and I said, I wasn't in your contacts, but I am now. I want to be now. And so if he has over 8,000, they're not going to make it on the list.
That's fine. I'm not important enough.
Well, I'll give you his number. I'll give everybody his number once again coming up this hour so you can
We're
text
just going to
him.
blast Ken Bennett's number all day.
I know. I was impressed. He said it was a public number anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, mine is not. Is yours, Drew?
No.
I sometimes think mine is because I get all this crap all the time on my phone. Somebody has published my number to, whoever spams you through text. I cannot stand it.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I just always hit unsubscribe, and after a while, it does go away.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you'll see something that you haven't seen for a while because somebody bought your name on a list, and it starts all over again.
That's it. Somebody
And you
bought
just
my
gotta
name on a list.
You just got to keep hitting the unsubscribe.
Well, what I hit is I go to block the number, and then I hit report and delete. So I block the number so it can't reach out to me again. I mean, I don't know if that does anything because there are a bazillion numbers out there, as we know.
No, because I got to get paid. You can block it all you want. They're just going to change it by one digit.
All right. Let's change the subject, shall we? I
Absolutely.
want to let you all know
Yes.
this is very big news. It will rain today or tomorrow, and it will rain hard. And do you want to know why?
I only can imagine.
Because I'm getting my windows washed at my home today.
Oh, that's a good
So it's a guarantee.
guarantee.
And it won't be just a trickle. It'll be a
deluge.
downpour.
Yeah,
A deluge.
that's what we really need.
So tomorrow, today, later on, when it pours, you can all text me on my phone and thank me. Because, I'm doing my part here.
Wait, you don't clean your own windows?
Oh, no. Do you?
Yeah.
No. No way, Jose.
Why would you want to do that?
That guy gets I've got a 2-story house, and so it's the ladder is tall that he gets on to clean those windows. And he cleans the screens, too. Do you clean your screens?
Yeah, with the hose.
Oh, okay. Well,
Us normies have to clean our own houses.
I think that when you get to be my age, you
A
have
celebrity.
you have somebody take care of
Whatever,
that for
rock
you.
star.
Yeah. We have a caller on the line. It looks like Nurse Betty is calling in. Good morning, Nurse Betty.
Hello to my good friend Leza.
How are you?
If I was any better, I'd be twins.
Nice. I love it. What's going on?
Okay. I want to thank you for all of Prescott, all of Yavapai County, but especially from me, for getting your windows washed
Yes.
so that we're going to get measurable rain.
Yes, I'm telling you, it works every time. Every time I get my windows washed the next day, it pours. So,
Okay, then
you're
I'm
welcome.
proud of you, and I'm happy.
So do your part, Nurse Betty. Do your part. Get
I-
your car washed.
I am going to get my car washed. That'll help.
Fantastic. Yeah, you're a gem. I love you. Thanks for calling in. I love it.
What if you ladies do all this, spend all this money, and it still doesn't rain?
Oh, I'm telling you.
Then we're going to blame
it's
Drew?
it's almost a guarantee.
All right.
All right? Mark my words.
Well,
Yes.
we should be. They increased the percentage, so
Oh, okay.
this afternoon we might get about a 20% chance. But
Oh.
if you saw the clouds yesterday,
Yeah.
they did get some rain in Yavapai. We didn't get anything, but
Yeah.
they did get a couple drops. You know how it
Okay,
is.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it's better than nothing.
Yep.
But
so,
since you washed your windows,
yeah,
we should.
I just wanted to share that with y'all. Yeah. So what's the percentage for tomorrow?
40.
Okay. Yeah. Done deal. You know what? I scheduled it for this time because the monsoons are supposed to be over. All of July. Usually rains every day in July, and then we get into August. What the 12th? Today's the 12th, right?
Yeah.
And so I thought we'd be in the clear. We'll have clean windows until it snows. Nope. Not going to happen.
Well,
Yeah. How was the mosh pitting last night? Was it fun?
it was fine. There
How was
wasn't
the
any mosh pitting.
No.
They're too soft.
Yeah. Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was a good
You
time.
look a little tired.
Well, yeah, I got
What-
back at like 1.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, I mean, we could have asked your best buddy to come in, Andrew.
Yeah, we love it when
I
Andrew.
knew you were becoming good friends with him.
We
I'm
love
being
it.
replaced. Just admit it.
We love it when Andrew fills in, absolutely, because if he didn't, we'd have to run a rerun. So all of Yavapai County and the world, thank you, Matt. And thank you, Andrew. So we don't have to air a rerun.
Good job.
2
Yeah.
Drews and Eliza.
2 Drews and Eliza. Yep.
See?
Yep.
That you can change the show.
Actually, 2 Andrews in Lee.
That's
Oh,
exactly
see, now
right.
he's turning into Andrews.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
so prim and
Very,
proper.
very fancy. Very
No,
fancy.
because Andrew is not a Drew.
He is not. You're right. He is an
doesn't
Andrew.
go by Drew.
You're right. And you go by either. We learned that when you texted Ken Bennett on the last show. Anyway, let's move forward.
Well, what would you like to know about the concert?
You already
Nothing.
told me. You
Okay.
already told me. It was
Well, how about this? Have you been to a concert where they take your cell phone away and lock it in a bag?
No, did they do that at this
They
one?
did that.
Well, you know what?
Why?
They don't want people.
They don't want videos and photos and people standing there holding it up.
That's
and
what
doing
it
all that
is.
Stuff.
They don't want people to stand there and record their show. They want people to enjoy their show. Because if you've been to a concert lately, it is ridiculous. Every single person is videotaping the concert.
I was kind of upset because I just would like some still images because being a still photographer,
Right.
and I paid an insane amount to be on the floor.
Yeah.
And I found out why it was so much. They cut the floor in half. There was only about 150 people in the actual
Look
pit.
how special you are.
Normally there's like 500.
Yeah.
And so, but the whole arena was about 20,000. So think about that. 20,000 people,
Yeah.
each with an individual bag that is locked at the entrance.
That's
Imagine
amazing.
what that costs the artist to do that.
Yeah.
And then the fun
and the
part-
logistics of it.
Oh, God. The fun part was getting out.
Oh, I bet.
Just lines to
Ugh.
unlock your bag so you could leave.
How awful.
Yeah, it was not a whole
How
lot of fun.
awful.
So I'm kind of, I'm
You're
not
salty.
a huge fan of that yet.
I can tell he's
Well,
salty.
no, I'm just not a huge fan of it. I understand it because Tool, lead singer Maynard, who famously lives in Jerome,
Yeah.
hates it as well, hates it with a passion,
Sure.
and he's been very outspoken. And what he does is if you pull out your phone during a show and do anything and the security guard sees you, you're immediately escorted out the
Oh, well,
property.
there's a thing.
Immediately.
There's a way of
So they could have
handling
done
it.
it that
good.
way.
You know what? When I went to the Madonna concert, they overloaded the Wi-Fi, so you couldn't get on the internet, but you could still take pictures on your phone. But they do that as well at some big concerts. They bring the Wi-Fi down or turn it off, and then you can't get on the internet while you're there. But I have some very important information to share with you about concerts.
Okay.
Muy importante?
Muy importante. Yes. Someone on Reddit asked people who work at concert venues to name some of the weirdest things fans left behind. Would you like to hear what they are?
I'm sure I saw a lot of it yesterday.
You did? You
Oh,
think?
yeah. Ghost brings out the interesting people, to put it mildly.
Okay, well, there's 15 items, and I'll just highlight the important ones, unless you want to hear them all.
No, all 15.
All 15.
I want all 15.
Drew's excited now.
Okay, well, if they're family friendly, I'll share.
Okay.
15, a wig with a pile of uncooked broccoli sitting on top of it.
Oh, disgusting.
Well, I mean,
How did they get in?
if you need a snack, it's on their head. That's how they got in.
Okay. A wooden carving of a tortoise.
I don't know how that got in.
A sculpture made out of trash. You could see how that would
Yeah,
be.
that's easy to do.
They found a tooth, just a random tooth laying around. Probably in the mosh pit, I'm thinking.
Yeah, again, mosh pit, not that strange to me.
Exactly.
Only one tooth? I mean, I'm kind of disappointed.
Okay, this is weird. An answering machine. I mean, why? Why would they didn't have a tape recorder, so they brought their answering machine to record the show?
I guess that's one way to get rid of old technology. Maybe that's
Where did
something
they
Drew
plug
would
it
do.
in?
Good questions, gentlemen. You're asking good questions here. $8 in quarters, all sitting in a perfect stack. That's 32 coins.
I mean, again, that makes sense in a mosh pit because you would have it rolled up in your fist.
Oh, is that what you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
I've never
hit someone
heard
with it.
that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It makes it so much worse when
Okay,
you punch
all right.
someone with quarters.
Okay, good to know. A cat. Someone had it on a leash and left it tied to a tree, but it was a happy ending. Someone else took it home and adopted it. Somebody left a cat at a concert.
That's cruel.
That's terrible. How did they get the cat? It must have been a festival type situation.
Oh, it has to be.
Yeah.
There was several years ago. There was a dog that like frequently went to like a pavilion in L.A.
Yeah.
He would sneak out like from his owner's house, go and watch a show, and come back. It was like a news story. It was
That's
really.
cool.
It was pretty wild.
That's
yeah.
cool. A bloody knife. Again, the mosh pit. A small bottle of breath freshener that turned out to be LSD.
Again, mosh pit. I mean, these are not that shocking to me.
2 Ziploc bags full of urine. A 4x4 paper mache sculpture in the shape of a piece of anatomy.
Again, still not shocked.
Male anatomy.
Yeah, well, we knew that. we knew that going in.
All right, I'm to the final four.
Okay,
Final four.
Here we go.
Dentures, an uneaten burrito tucked inside a shoe, a glass wine bottle filled with what appeared to be excrement.
That's some skill.
And number 1, a prosthetic leg filled with mini liquor bottles. There was a phone number on it along with call me if found or don't. There you go. The 15 weirdest things people have found at a concert.
That's just smart. I mean, with how much booze costs,
right.
I mean,
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's probably cheaper, than. Yeah.
Right.
I like it.
I just thought I would be prepared to share that with you after your big concert last night.
I got one more.
Okay.
Just to get your opinion.
Yeah.
So, Ghost now is notoriously has no opener whatsoever.
Okay.
And you know the purpose of having opening bands, right? Is to help other bands get exposure.
Okay.
Do you feel that is a good or a bad thing that they had no opener whatsoever? They just came in, started playing at 8 o'clock, ended at about 11.
I prefer earlier the better. Let's go. Yeah, because I've been to some concerts where they had 2 or 3 openers, and it's like, come on.
I prefer having 2 or 3 openers or more.
Yeah.
It helps, like, okay, so my favorite band in the world, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Their first big tour when they were a headliner, guess who opened for them? Bands we all know now.
Yeah.
Nirvana and Pearl Jam
Okay.
were their openers.
Right.
And they helped bring them to the limelight, and now they're bigger than Red Hot Chili Peppers.
All right. Okay.
So
well, I see your point. I see your point.
I feel that, and Ghost used to open for lots of other acts,
Right.
including Metallica.
Yeah.
And
Do we
they're
know what
not-
their reasoning is?
no,
No.
probably just because Tobias, the lead singer, is a narcissist. But
Oh, okay. There you go.
they're still good. I
In
don't
your
know. They
there
still
you
had
go.
fun.
In your opinion, allegedly. Gotta
Allegedly.
say those things for the lawyers.
Hopefully he'll call in.
Okay. Yeah, right. It's National Vinyl Record Day, and I only mention that because of all the vinyl records that we have here at the station. You name it, we've got it. Johnny Mathis, he stands out because he's right there.
Yeah.
There are so many.
We got Charlie Pride.
Yes.
You've got Lily Tomlin's comedy album up there.
Yeah, it's fun to sift
Engelbert.
through. And Humperdinck? Engelbert
Engelbert's up-
Humperdinck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Humperdinck's up there.
Yeah.
And
Barbara
Mandrell. Yeah. I knew where you were going with that one.
Yeah. It's really fun to look through them. And today is National Vinyl Record Day, so we will all be celebrating here at KYCA.
Do you personally have any vinyl?
I used to have that great collection of Bee Gees, Sean Cassidy, Fleetwood Mac. I have no idea where they all are. I don't have a record player, so it doesn't really matter. But I loved spinning the vinyl when I was a kid. Loved it. Yeah, do you? Do you have a collection?
I have about 200, yeah.
Oh,
Not
wow.
a whole lot. It's
You
just
listen
a
to 'em?
box. Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Once I get the
Get it unpacked.
turntable set up, yeah.
Okay. All right, well, let's move on. We've got a great guest this morning. He was on last year talking about Andrew Bogdanov, pro tennis player. He is a wheelchair tennis player. And last year when he was here, he was heading to the U.S. Open. So it's been a year. He's heading back to the U.S. Open. I want to hear all about his year and all the goings-ons. I mean, the guy is currently ranked, as of the 4th of August, number 14th global ranking in quad singles and number 18 in quad doubles, according to the International Tennis Foundation standings. This is a big deal, and he and his tennis coach, a lot of you will know him, Chris Howard, will also be in as well here on Leza Live, so stick around for that. Right now, let's talk about your water. I mean, we are supposed to drink 8-ounce glasses of water a day, and hard to do when your water doesn't taste good or there's stuff floating in it or it smells bad. I mean, I really love filtered water, and I got the whole home water filtration system from H2O Health and Wellness in the Pine Ridge Marketplace. It removes chemicals, chlorine, sediment, even that strange taste and smell, those floaters that end up in your glass after your ice melts. It's a game changer for me, whether it's drinking, bathing, or cooking. This system delivers pure water to every tap in my home. If you'd like to learn more about a whole home water filtration system or about what you're drinking in your tap water and what your filtered water could taste like coming out of that tap, give H2O Health and Wellness a call. Make an appointment for a free consultation, 928-899-7504. If you can either buy a filter or you can be a filter is what they always say. Again, the number 928-899-7504. And don't forget to tell them Leza sent you. Welcome back. It's Leza Live on the news, 103.5 FM, KYCA on a Tuesday morning. And I was wrong. It's been 2 years. I can't believe it's been that long since we had wheelchair pro tennis player Andrew Bogdanov in. Did I get it right?
Yes.
I've been practicing all morning because I think I screwed it up 10 times last time you were on.
No, that was great.
Welcome back in
Thank you.
studio. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah,
You've been
thanks.
busy since we
Yes.
talked to you last.
Yeah.
And you brought your coach in with you, Chris Howard. A lot of people in the tennis world especially know Chris.
I'm getting a lot older these days,
Yeah.
Lisa.
Well, we all are, Chris.
You know, I can't hardly move. You know, I get it with Andrew, and he just runs me all around the
I
court.
bet he does.
He does.
I bet he does. Well, I'm glad that you guys are back, and I was looking at your recent highlights and achievements, and we'll get to all of those first. But let's just reintroduce you, since it has been 2 years since you were on the show, and tell everybody your story because it's interesting.
Yeah, sure. I'll make it brief, but I got in a snowboarding accident back in 2014 up in Flagstaff, Arizona Snow Bowl. I was in the terrain park and was, crazy into extreme sports and hit a jump that was built more vertical, shot me backwards 2 stories in the air, and then came down, landed on my neck. Broke my neck, which paralyzed me from the chest down. Had a really great support system with my family and friends, and just didn't let that slow me down. And I've always had a passion for sports and fitness, and sports has just been a huge part of my life to help me, cope and get through it. And
Sure.
I say this all the time, but when I'm out on the tennis court specifically, or on my mountain bike, whatever I'm doing, I don't even think about having a disability.
Isn't that amazing?
I'm just living my life. Yeah.
That is wonderful. You
Yeah.
were very athletic before this happened.
Yes.
Do you think that adds?
I think it helps
that?
a lot,
Yeah.
playing sports my whole life. I played football for Bradshaw Mountain High School. And then, after the accident, I got back into hand cycling, and I was playing a little bit of wheelchair basketball. But then when COVID happened, team sports stopped. And so that's when I picked up a tennis racket for the first time. So that was a way that I could social distance and, still get out there and be active
Right.
despite the pandemic. My dad actually played a little bit of college tennis, and so he had some old rackets. I think I grabbed some from Goodwill
Yeah.
and went out with my friends and just kind of hit around. And I was like, wow, this is a lot of fun. And shortly after that, I met Chris Howard over at Yavapai College, and he offered to give me some lessons. And as the pandemic, restrictions started lifting, I entered into my first tournament in La Mirada, California, and I was just in the C division, and just to kind of dip my foot in the water and see how it went, and ended up winning that, and then shortly moved up to the B division. And then eventually the A division, was traveling a little bit more nationally, and then decided to make the jump into pro tennis. I went to Montreal, Canada, and got classed to play internationally and professionally on the ITF Wheelchair Tennis Tour.
Wow.
Did my first tournament in England, in Bolton, England. Ended up winning my first round, but losing to a top 10 player at the time, but having really competitive scores. Team USA saw that, and they picked me up. And then later that year in May, I competed in the World Team Cup with Team USA. I was actually going to be brought on as a backup. Somebody had pulled out, and so I had a main role. So I was playing singles and doubles there in Portugal, and we ended up winning a bronze medal with Team USA.
Amazing.
And then later after that, competed in the U.S. Open back when we talked a couple years ago, and it's kind of just gone up from there. Chris has been by my side on the court. We're 6 days a week on the court together training.
I don't even like him.
I doubt that's true. Oh, wow. That's an amazing story. It really is. Because I read a quote that you said once. After your accident, you kind of picked up everything you were doing, but you just did it a little differently.
Yeah.
And what do you think attributed to that? Because I think that you can possibly go either way. You can let it break you or make you. And what do you think was different with you?
That's a great question. I think, because of the snowboarding accident, it was a near-death experience for me. And it was kind of a wake-up call. And although it was something that's traumatic that happened, it kind of opened my eyes like, wow, what if I died? What have I, attributed in my life and accomplished? And so it actually turned my life around for the better. And although, I don't wish that on anybody, and it's something, that happened, and it's life, you make the best of it.
Yeah.
And for me, I wake up every day, I don't even think about getting in a chair. It's just a tool for me to get from point A to point B.
Right.
I hop in my car, I drive,
Right.
and that's what we talked about before. I can do everything I did before, it just looks different.
Right.
I not as much because of tennis, but I still have a sit down ski that I use, so I still snowboard up at
Sure.
in Flagstaff, and mountain bike, and I mean whatever it is, work, school. I got my degree at NAU. All of these things. There's just different ways to do it, and they have a really nice adaptive equipment. The technology and where we are in this era, I'm blessed to have a lot of equipment that helps me still live my life.
Yes.
And have a good quality of life.
Well, your attitude is just wonderful, and you're very inspiring. I mean, your story is very inspiring for those of us that get out of bed and we groan and we moan, and it's like a new lease on life. I love that saying. That you're like, I almost died. What can I do with my life now?
Right.
And I think that probably made all the difference.
Yes.
Okay. We have so many more questions, and I want to know so many more things. We got to take a quick break. So
Sure.
more with Andrew Bogdanov coming up here on Leza Live. Stay with us. So I'm hoping that Prescott knows when it comes to heating and cooling, there's only one name, and that's AC Medic Heating and Air. They handle everything. You have an emergency repair, they'll take care of it. Full install done with friendly service and fair pricing. They're locally owned, fully licensed, and always reliable. And as a thank you to all seniors, veterans, and first responders, they offer at least 10% off all repairs. Why wouldn't you call them? Stay cool, stay safe, and stay local. You need the number 928-848-6224 for AC Medic Heating and Air, your trusted first responder for comfort. Again, the number, write it down, 928-848-6224. And we're back. It's Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA, talking with pro wheelchair tennis player Andrew Bogdanov from Bradshaw High School. Were you born here in the area?
I was actually born in Oregon.
Okay.
Lived there in Grants Pass for 12 years and then here for 18.
Okay.
But I consider this home.
Yeah,
for sure, in
definitely.
Prescott,
Definitely. Yeah. And his tennis coach, Chris Howard, in studio this morning. We've got the U.S. Open looming September 2nd through the 6th. So, I mean, it's just right around the corner. But you've had so many recent highlights and achievements. Let's kind of talk about your last year. So,
yeah. It's been a really good year for me. I started off in England. I had some great results there. I went over to Asia. So in Japan, I had at that time the biggest win of my career against our number 1 ranked American,
Wow.
David Wagner. He's an 8-time Paralympic medalist, a legend of the sport.
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for him. Played doubles with him many times, World Team Cups, that sort of thing. I train with him all the time in San Diego. And so we actually matched up in, I think it was a quarterfinal at the Super Series at the Japan Open. And we had a really tough match, very competitive. It was 3 sets. I actually had 10 match points in the second set and lost that set, went to a third set. Ended up winning the third set.
Nice job.
Huge win. Ton of points from that helped my ranking.
Yeah. Highlight so far of your career, you think? Was that it?
That was up there.
That was
and
up
then
there.
I just had 2 tournaments over in Europe. First was the Swiss Open. And I had a good draw first round, ended up winning against the number 1 player in France in straight sets. Went on to play world number 8, Donald from South Africa, and won in straight sets,
Wow.
6-4, 6-1. So that might be the highlight. As far
That's
as big as,
amazing.
world number 8. I think David back in Japan was world number 9. So 2 top 10 wins for me this year, which is huge. Boost for confidence, all of that.
Yes.
Really awesome. And then I went on to the German Open, and in Berlin, I ended up winning the whole thing in singles and doubles, which is an ITF2, which is a bigger tournament on tour.
Okay.
So ton of points. First ever ITF2 title. I had only won 1 ITF3 title, a smaller tournament in Indian Wells 2 years ago. And so that was huge for me, which is great to help my ranking, and obviously a good confidence boost going into the U.S. Open. And so last time we spoke, I had to get a wild card to get into the U.S. Open.
That's right.
This year, I'm direct entry. So I didn't
Direct.
even need a wild card, just being at the time 15, but I'm now 14.
Right.
So that's really, really exciting.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Boy, you guys must be working super hard. I mean, Coach.
6 days a week.
Yeah.
Sometimes twice a day.
Wow.
He's really gearing up, as we're going into the U.S. Open aspect with doing all the things from, maybe going to Florida to the USTA campus to train, and then coming back and then going directly to the U.S. Open as well. So he's going to get some extra training in, and what he's done in the 5 years he's been playing, nobody does.
Amazing.
Nobody does. I don't care if it's ATP, WTA, or ITF.
Yeah.
They don't go from being just a player to a professional player
Right.
in that shorter period of time.
Now, what do you attribute that to? To his talent or to his determination? What do you think?
He's got a mindset that is beyond what the norm is, and he's a great athlete, and that makes a big difference. But still, you don't see it happen. I mean, all the years I've been coaching and being in the game of tennis, I haven't seen anybody go and do what he's done. So it's just amazing.
That is amazing.
And from Prescott.
Right.
You know,
from right here.
You know,
it's
that's
a
even more
world-class
special.
athlete.
I mean, where does that happen
Yeah.
in Prescott?
Yeah, not very often.
Yeah.
Not very often. And he's right here in my studio.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Okay, when we come back, we have to take another break. When we come back, let's talk about your last experience at the U.S. Open and what this one coming up is going to look like for you.
Awesome.
All right,
Yep.
that's coming up here on Leza Live. Stay with us. All right, ladies, finding a women's clinic where you feel comfortable, heard, and respected. sometimes isn't the easiest, but that's exactly what you're going to find if you go to Prescott Women's Clinic. These are providers who truly care. They've been doing it right here in our community for over 40 years. Whether it's your first visit or your 50th, they will treat you how you're supposed to be treated. They make the whole process feel less intimidating, more personal, like talking with someone who's on your team. If you've been putting it off, don't. Give them a call. 928-778-4300 is their number. You can learn more and make an appointment online at PrescottWomen'sClinic.com. Thanks for hanging out with us this hour. It's Leza Live on the news, 103.5 FM KYCA. We have pro wheelchair tennis player, world-class athlete, Andrew Bogdanov in this morning. And he's getting ready to tell us about his U.S. Open experience 2 years ago. He's getting ready to go again this year in September. And, of course, his coach is in with us as well, Chris Howard. Okay, so you went in on a wild card last time, and we all followed. Chris was so good about sending results and telling us when we can watch, and I'll expect that again this year, please.
All right.
But tell us about that experience.
Yeah, so like I said before, I mean, 2 years ago, it was a wild card just being an American at the U.S. Open. We get, extra privileges, and so they want to see American representation there. So that was a really, special experience for me. But, I've worked really hard, and this year I did not need a wild card, just being a high enough ranking, having a high enough ranking,
right.
Which is really exciting. So not that I didn't belong there last time, but I really feel like I'm there now. I've made it, and I can be competitive with just about anybody in the draw, which is exciting. I would love to get, a good draw and get that first Grand Slam win.
Yes.
That would be huge. I've got a good doubles partner, Ben Wenzel from Australia. He's an 18-year-old up-and-comer, and he's kind of soared through the rankings to make it up, to qualify for the U.S. Open this year. So I'm super excited to be pairing up with him in doubles. So really exciting stuff. And, Chris will be there too. We'll be there a few extra days to get some training in. So yeah.
So you're playing singles and doubles in the U.S. Open.
Yes, singles and doubles.
Wow,
Yep.
how exciting is this? And the next question, I'm sure people are asking, how does he afford to do all this? How does it work? I know you probably have lots of sponsors.
Yeah. So
and maybe could use some more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. So it's not cheap at all. This year, I think I've already been to at least 10 tournaments, and the year's not over yet.
Right.
I don't know, 5, 6 countries so far. So a lot of travel. It does get tiring at times,
Sure.
but I do feel very blessed to be able to play tennis, for a living, which is awesome. And so I get a little bit of help from the USTA, being a Team USA player. They're really good about supporting me, and to be honest, a lot of it does come out of pocket. Some people in the community that are also tennis players have come up and helped out with donations, which is great. I get grants sometimes. The Challenge Athletes Foundation has helped me out with some funding for travel and my tennis chair. And then I have a really awesome sponsor in Prescott Valley, Legendary Total Wellness. And they help me with all of my recovery needs, which is great. They have red light. I do the cold plunge.
Oh, nice.
So that helps with like inflammation.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with a shoulder injury, but they have a ton of services, which is great. And so they actually sponsor me. So after, a hard training session on the courts, I go over there. They have massage chairs. I mean, the list just goes on and on.
Where are they located?
They're right off of Highway 69 in Prescott Valley, right in between H&R Block, and then there's a mortgage company. So a little plaza there, like right by Denny's in Prescott Valley.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Well, that's great. And if somebody listening would like to get behind you and be a sponsor, how do they reach you?
Yeah. So social media is great. Facebook, Andrew Bogdanov, or Instagram, Andrew M. Bogdanov. My email is probably another great option, Andrew M. Bogdanov, BOGDANOV @gmail.com. Those are great ways.
Okay.
Same thing, if they know Chris, they can reach out to Chris as well.
Right.
And, like I said, the tour does help. There is some prize money that's offered. That's what makes the Grand Slam so special, like the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
I'm also on track for the Australian Open in January, which is huge. So for people that aren't tennis fans and don't know, there's 4 Grand Slams. A lot of people know about Wimbledon. That's in England.
Right.
So Wimbledon, you have Roland Garros, which is also called the French Open, U.S. Open, and Australian Open.
Okay.
So that's a huge goal of mine, is to make all the slams. But now that my ranking's getting up there, I'm hoping to make the Australian Open in January. And so that helps a lot with, funding.
Right.
But so much of it right now is a grind.
Yeah.
And, trying to get that ranking high enough so I make the slams and can make a living.
Right.
So I'm kind of, still in an in-between point. So, the community and anybody that can help, with funding and sponsorships,
right,
huge. I mean, that really helps me work towards my dream.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. And we also wanted to mention that people can watch you at the U.S. Open on ESPN Plus.
Yes, ESPN Plus.
Yes.
I don't know for sure yet, but a lot of times, like Disney, if you have Disney Plus, ESPN Plus will be on there, or HBO. A lot of times they partner, but ESPN Plus, you can buy that subscription. It's pretty. They might even have a free trial. Log in and watch. But specifically look up quad wheelchair tennis or my name.
Okay,
and you
perfect.
can see them. And matches will be singles on September 2nd and doubles on September 3rd for sure.
Okay.
And then if I win,
moves
on
on
from there.
And Coach Chris Howard will be letting us know when you're going to be playing, won't you? And how you're doing.
I'm going to be there, but he's going to be busy playing.
Yeah.
I'll make sure you know, Leza.
Okay, perfect. We would love that. And then I'll let the people know, the
All
community know. All right, well, let's talk about the tennis a little bit. We need to take one more break.
Sure.
And I want to know, I'm sure there are so many different aspects to the game when you're doing it in a wheelchair. And I also want to hear about the wheelchair, because I didn't know you had a special tennis wheelchair.
Yeah.
So give us some details when we come back here on Leza Live. Stay with us. And we're back. It's Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA. And we're talking with world-class athlete from right here in our area. Went to Bradshaw Mountain High School, Andrew Bogdanov, who is a pro wheelchair tennis player. And I need to ask you, what does it take to get into the top 8? What's it going to need? What are you going to need to do to get into the top 8 to get into these Wimbledon? And what was the other one?
So you have Wimbledon, Roland Garros, Australian Open, and U.S. Open.
Okay, so you need to be in the top 8 for the Australian as well?
Yeah, so 2 out of the 4 slams are 16. So
Okay.
the U.S. Open is a 16 draw.
Okay.
Australian Open is a 16 draw, which is great. So they're expanding.
Mm-hmm.
Wimbledon and Roland Garros are both 8 draws. So you have to
Okay.
be top 8 in the world.
Right.
So it's a pretty small group. I think some of that is due to, like, Wimbledon's a small center.
Yeah, it's not as large as the other 2 that are accepting 16.
Gotcha.
So-
that makes sense.
So yeah, so that would be a huge goal of mine is to keep climbing the ranks,
Yeah.
and with that, bigger tournaments. You have to make it further in the tournaments. So when I first started, I was doing a lot of futures and smaller ones here and there.
Right.
But now, I have to, go to some of the bigger tournaments and make semis or win the whole
Right,
thing
to get the
really
ranking up.
get that. But now, as I'm, 14, I may be seeded at more tournaments, which gives me a bye in the first round, which
Nice.
helps. So
Yes.
more doors open as you keep climbing
Yeah.
the ladder.
If he
Awesome.
makes it to the semifinals of the U.S. Open, he will be in the top 8.
Fabulous. Okay. All right. And then you have another big goal that you shared with me this morning.
Yes. So this has been a goal of mine since I started playing tennis, and that's to make the Paralympics. That is just a huge dream of mine. Paris happened last year, and I was actually 17th in the world, and Paris was a 16 draw, so I got as close as you could possibly
Wow.
get
Yeah.
without making it. So to be honest, I was a little bummed, that I
Sure.
didn't go to the Paralympics. But now, and I was, I had a talk with myself. Is this something that I want to keep pursuing? It's such a huge commitment financially, travel,
Right.
everything. And, after it this year and training my butt off and starting to see some really good results,
Yeah.
I'm kind of revamped and I'm ready. So the
Nice.
next cycle of Olympics is going to be in Los Angeles in 2028.
Perfect.
That's my goal, especially with it being in the United States and being an American.
Yeah.
There's a very good chance I'll go even with my ranking now, I
Yeah.
would qualify. So if I can keep this up, that would be huge to be there
You're gonna
and to
do it.
represent the country.
You are going to do it, Andrew.
Well,
I just
thanks.
have a feeling. How cool is that? All right, we just have about 3 minutes left, but I do want to know about the difference in the game.
Yeah. So our normal wheelchairs, they're called everyday chairs, and they're small, lightweight, narrow, so that we can get through doorways, so that we can load them in our car. Every time I get in my car, I take the wheels off, pull it over, across my body into the
Right.
back, and so they're supposed to be lightweight and small and compact for
Okay.
travel and all of that. Now, for wheelchair tennis, we actually have a completely different chair and a different design. So the wheels are cambered, so they come out at an angle,
Okay.
and that allows us to turn quicker. So I would really have a hard time playing tennis in my everyday chair.
Yeah.
So you have to have a sports chair.
Cool.
And for people out there that are just looking to get into wheelchair sports
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
I actually work at New Horizons Disability Empowerment Center when I'm not traveling on the tour, and we actually have a tennis court out back, and I have tennis chairs for people to use. So
Nice.
anybody in the community that has a disability and wants to try it out,
Yeah.
they can come by New Horizons, and it's free to come by, work out, meet with me, and try out tennis.
What an
So
offer.
just wanted to throw that out there as well.
That is very cool.
But unfortunately, this equipment is not affordable.
Yeah.
And so they do have grants out there that help. But the chair and the design is really important to get out there and be able to be mobile and quick on the court.
Right,
So,
right. That's very interesting, and we'll all get to see that when we watch you at the U.S. Open coming up September 2nd through the 6th. We wish you the best of luck, and throw out your numbers and your contact information again, because if somebody listening would like to help you on your journey to, being #1 in the world.
There you go.
Dream big, right?
Why not?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Definitely.
You've gotten this
I like
far.
that. Yeah, ambitious.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
absolutely. So yeah, once again, on Facebook, Andrew Bogdanov. Last name's kind of tricky, Bogdanov. They can add me on Facebook. Same thing with Instagram. Andrew M as in Michael, and then Bogdanov is my Instagram handle. And then if they want to email me, andrewmbogdanov@gmail.com. They can also contact me, at my work, New Horizons.
Okay.
I give that number out, 928-772-1266. And they can ask for me if they want to check out the gym or just speak to me, in interest of a sponsorship or something like that.
Wonderful.
As well.
That is wonderful. We only have a few more seconds. But, Chris, you were on my show, and when you talked about this truck that you went on your bicycle, and you're getting ready to do another one. It's a 30-day solo
Yeah, this
trek.
is about the same distance, really. It's I went east-west during COVID, from San Diego to Florida. And now I'm going to do one more time. I'm not a bike rider.
Yeah.
I'm going to go from International Falls, Minnesota, down to New Orleans, following the Mississippi. So I call it the Great River Run.
Oh, that'll be cool.
So I'm looking forward to doing that. And that starts right after Andrew gets done with winning the U.S. Open.
Okay, well, I need updates on that as well.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Best of luck. Go get them, Andrew.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Thank you so
Thanks for
much.
having us.
You're welcome.
Yeah.